What's up, barbecue fans? Today we're doing some delicious smoked chicken legs. Before we can do that, let's get our Joe fired up. So today we're using some KJ Big Block. Turned out I already had a bunch in there, so we did not need to add any more. The one thing you notice is I threw a big old piece of hickory on top of that. Now what we want to do here, we still got a little bit of smoke rolling here. We're going to let that clean out. The one thing when you smoke chicken is you can very easily get your skin rubbery, and no one wants rubbery skin chicken. So we're going to let that clean up so we can get some good flavor into it. The magic here is that we're not going to use any heat deflectors. We're going to hang these guys up, let that fat drip into the hot coals, and that's going to add some flavor to it. These are just regular chicken drumsticks. For seasoning here, I'm going to use this Yoder chicken rub. It's sweet with a little bit of heat. Now, if you're heat adverse, do not go crazy with this. I'm not a big heat guy. I like my wings mild, maybe medium, but this is not too bad as long as you don't overdo it. I do like the heat in it, but it's got a little bit of sugar in it as well, so it will burn if you don't pay attention to it. What we're going to do here is we will so what we're going to do here is we're just going to give a good old sprinkle all the way around here. And actually make this a little easier. Let's give ourselves some room. Get rid of that one. This is the rack we're going to use. So what we do here is we can actually hang these guys up like so. You get them on Amazon. Give us a good coating all the way around the outside. And we'll hang one up. And that's it. These racks are super handy. We can get 12 drumsticks there and just let them hang out. And again, all that's going to happen here is that fat is going to render out and it's going to drip into the coals and produce a phenomenal flavor. We'll see how they crisp up. We may need to lay them on the rack, but we'll get into that in a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these inside for 10 minutes, let some of that seasoning get into the meat. We're going to let our smoke continue to clear out, and we're targeting today about 275. So it's been about 15 minutes. The sun is in a really bad position right now, but we're going to put these guys on. We're dialed in at 300. Decided to run a little higher. We're going to run at 300 for the cook. So you can see our seasoning is all nicely soaked into the meat. You can start to see the salt start to pull out some of that moisture. Now our wood is barely smoking, which is how we want it. And what's going to happen now is we'll just let that fat drip into the coals, and we'll come back in probably about 40 minutes or so and check on these guys. It's been about 20 minutes. We're going to have a quick look here. So we're around 140 right now. What we want to do now is I want to dial up the temperature a little bit and crisp up that skin. So I'm going to open this up. We were just inside the first line. Now we're right between line 2 and 3. So we're probably going to get close to about 350. We might go as high as 375. And what that's going to do is that's going to amp up our heat from below, crisp up that skin. Now we're going to take these guys up to probably 175 to 180. Going to take probably another 10-15 minutes or so. I'll bring you back when we get on to the next steps. So our total cook time now is about 40 minutes. They're looking phenomenal. I rotated them around once. We're just going to top them up with a sauce. This is just a generic ribs and chicken sauce, nothing special. While we're in here, we're going to do the inside of the other side. Now those are looking beautiful. We're just gonna let them tack up for 5 minutes and then we'll pull them off and let them cool off. It's been 5 minutes. These guys are looking phenomenal. Time to pull them off. This rack makes it super easy to cook these. What you can also do that I didn't do this time is sometimes I'll put a pot of barbecue sauce on and I'll smoke it. And then I'll dip them in there, you can do that. This time I just used a brush. Same results. These have got to cool off for about 10 minutes and then we'll try one. Been 10 minutes, it's time to give them a try. Now the worst thing about these, they're going to be a little messy to eat. Other than that, they look gorgeous, great presentation. You throw them on a plate and just let people dig in. Great flavor, a little bit of smoke. Great flavor, bite through skin, exactly what you're looking for. Nice and juicy and tender on the inside. You can taste the hickory smoke flavor in the background. The seasoning and the barbecue sauce go hand in hand. The great thing about these is you can buy 2 or 3 of those racks and you can do a whole bunch of them and make them as an appetizer or a main meal for your guests. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. While you're down there, click that subscribe button. I'll be back here next month. If you want to see more from me in the meantime, you can check me out on my Rum Cook channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.